mentioned, I'm running for sheriff. Currently a captain in the department. Been in for over 15 years now. And my approach to this whole deal, I bring a very unique perspective to this race. Being from within, we have a significant change going about the criminal justice system and the way we do business in the sheriff's department and how we do business. And with that change, in addition to what's happening with the realignment of prisoners, we also have our sheriff doing this after over 30 years as the sheriff. Done a great job, established a strong foundation and legacy for us to follow. I think the most important thing here to keep in mind during the electoral process is we want to, and the people in the sheriff's department want to keep that legacy going because of the challenges that we're going to face and the changes that we have confronting us. Best person for the job is someone from within. As I mentioned, I'm captain right now. I'm working in the department. I've worked in operations, administration, and management throughout my career. I've had the opportunity, the unique opportunity of working in different areas, which gives me a very strong perspective of our department, how it operates, and what we're capable of, and what we are capable of doing in the future. I'm absolutely dedicated to the department, dedicated to carrying on the sheriff's vision and meeting the challenges that we face, to the changes that we have in the way that we do business. I have a strong personal tie to the department as well. The very first day on the job, this is my only story I always tell. Very first day on the job, I was late for my first assignment. I was late relieving the deputy. So to make up for that, I married that deputy. We have 5 children together now that are in San Francisco. So I have the emotional, personal tie to the department as well. And it's very important because the challenges that we are going to face are significant. We have prisoners. Basically, oversight will fall to us at the county level to deal with an influx of people coming back and also people being sentenced. We're not going to have a large number of people coming back into our system, but what's going to happen over time is as people get sentenced to non-violent, non-serious, non-sexual felonies and offenses, they're actually going to be serving their time out past 1 year in county jails. So 2, 3, 4 years times sentenced in our jails. And I think that presents us with a unique opportunity. For all of the logistical challenges that we will face, I think we have a unique opportunity to actually take some people amounts of time with us. And because of our strong programs and services that we have in place right now, getting more of an opportunity to get the message through, I think that's very significant, and that's something that people need to see, because it's been my experience working in the system. One of the problems we've had in the past is not being able to get through to people with the amount of time that we have. County jails have been transitory in nature as you go through the criminal justice process. There are different ways. We always look for alternatives to incarceration, placing people back in the community, giving them a chance through home detention, electronic monitoring, things of that nature, but we really can't get the message through. The sentenced people that are in our system, we have a strong model right now with what we have, our 5 Keys Charter School, our high school, a jail that we built around the high school. We've had a success rate there in terms of getting people diplomas, in terms of getting people educational foundations to move on with. The realignment of prisoners gives us the unique opportunity to move beyond that. Now, it's not just a high school education we can provide. If they're with us for an extended period of time, once they get their diploma, we can also offer college level courses, something else to build on. I think that's important. And it's also important for us to focus on some areas of concern. As part of my vision as the sheriff, I want to move on and expand in other areas as well. We have what's called the 5 Keys Charter School, which is the school I'm referring to. It's based on the principles of emphasizing education, employment, recovery, family, and community. Those are the 5 keys. We're very strong on the educational component, as I mentioned. We're very strong on recovery, providing recovery services. We're very strong on family. We have a concept of trying to reunify families while people are incarcerated, giving them parenting classes as a precursor to being able to see their children while incarcerated. And now we're working on programs, and we have one in place actually, where we bring caregivers in as well as part of that process, which is something that's very progressive thinking, something that we'd like to expand beyond just the females who are incarcerated to the males as well. But in addition to that, as good as we are in those areas, we still have room for improvement in areas of community outreach. Our department, for as many successes as we've had at the tail end of the criminal justice system, I feel that we should be more at the front end as a positive influence in our communities, out there providing services at the front end so that we don't encounter so many people from the community at the back end of things. That's one area where I hope to improve our department's presence. Another area of concern for me also is developing employment opportunities. Obviously, with the economy being the way it is, it's a challenge to everybody, or whether it's somebody in the community, to find jobs. But we have room for improvement in terms of our vocational skills training, in terms of our employment development type of services that we have. So basically, that's me in a nutshell, and that's my vision for the department.
Question.